Chris. I hope you and your family are having a great day at Bath. Chris, you've been my friend for as long as I can remember. You're a wonderful influence in my life. Your positive, upbeat attitude has always lifted up everyone around you. I admire the man that you are. I'm honored to be your friend. I love you, Chris.
All right, well, let me clear up a couple things first of all. One, when the chance to do this video came about, I thought, man, that's awesome. I'm gonna do a really cool video. And then I had a couple of realizations. Number one, I can't do a cool video wearing readers. So that discredited me early on. Then the second thing that I wanted to clear up is that Laura told me to shave yesterday, and so I did. Why are you looking at me funny? No, I did. I just did the wrong side of my head. And so thought I'd throw that on, because that right there is, now that's cool. Yep, that's right. You did give that to me. I don't think I scallywagged that from you. However, as far as things that I did steal from you, I did steal this from you. Yeah, do you remember that? I think that was, well, I can't remember exactly which exploit we were on, but that right there is not mine. And it doesn't even look like it should be on my body. The other thing that I was gonna do is I was decided that I should take this video in front of your favorite boat. I can't even keep a straight face. I mean, I know that you like my Boston Whaler so much that I thought that I would let you know that I was thinking of you. And so I wanted to come out here. I moved it and set it out in the light so that you could get a good image of what it looked like, Chris. A couple other things, now I'm gonna walk away from it because I don't want you to like shun me. A couple other things that your kids might not know is that you and I are a sniper team, and that you can make shots even when I can't give you the proper yardage. I also thought about, what do I do to kind of make fun of you? I was like, oh man, so yeah, I'm gonna make fun of his hunting skills. And then I thought, no, I can't do that because he killed a turkey this year and I didn't. And so that kind of discredited me again. And then I started thinking about more serious things, and I was like, well, now where do I go? I guess I'm gonna have to go to the fact that I love you, buddy. Wow, that was a transition, wasn't it? You and your family are so dear to me, and I'm so happy for you that you've got your kids with you. I know that Anna Kate wasn't able to be there right now, but how lucky are you to have the girls and their family, Evan and George, to come with you. Of course, Blake and Maggie, I'm sure, are there. And hey guys, this is the second time, Blake and Maggie, that you've gotten to see me on a video screen. Do you feel lucky? No, probably not, and you shouldn't. But anyway, you know, I thought about, it's impossible not to think about your health and the situation that everybody's in, and I thought, what's the silver lining? And I thought, you know what? The silver lining is that you've been with your family for the last 3 months, and that's time that none of us probably would have had it not been for COVID. And what a treasure that is. So I know you guys are at Bath. I know I've been going now for like 4 minutes and 15 seconds. So my guess is that if I haven't been edited already on this video project, I'm getting ready to be edited with the stop button. But I did want to tell you how much you mean to me, how much your family means to me. Of course, you know all these things, but I couldn't help but taking the opportunity. Have a great time in Bath, everybody. I know you've got 2 weeks of wonderful time spent together. We love you. We're thinking about you, and talk to you soon. Bye.
Chris, wishing you the best from Maui. Always remember the great times we had in Bath. Love you, man.
Greetings from lovely Germany. See Hamburg in the background, right there. I thought I'd come by the lake to talk to you because, you know, it kind of looks like Bath Creek a little bit. How are you, my friend? I'm sorry that I haven't been able to connect with you when I'm in the United States, but I'm gonna be there in July, July or August, and I can't wait to sit on your front porch and talk to you. Okay, memory of Christopher Blake Smith. Have lots I won't say in front of Eddie and others, but you know, the great memories are all in the bow of your boat. You know, just learning how to ski, learning how to grow up. To this day, I still use one of the techniques you taught me about slalom skiing, where you visualize that there's a buoy and you cut around it. I mean, every summer, and I think of you every time I do it. I'm like, that was such a good tip. Chris, your friendship means the world to me. When we were young, when we were in college, and in our supposed adult lives, you and your family have been like a second family to me, you know that. I've prayed for you, I've kept up with you, and kept up with how you're doing. And I just, you know, you're on my daily prayer list. I think about you every day. I pray for healing, I pray for joy, I pray for laughter. And I can't wait to sit beside you and give you some love in person. Thank you for being such a great part of my life. You taught me a lot, and I will always, always love you and respect you. And of course, your mom and dad, who are like second parents to me, only cooler than mine. And so, cheers from Hamburg. I will see you soon. Lots of love to all your family.
Hey Smitty, Chris Sneg Smith, also known as Aesop. William Monk, also known as Doctor of Dunk, from our days back in Chapel Hill. Love you, brother, and just wanted to quickly share one of my first vivid memories with you, just the two of us, I think. I was riding on Franklin Street in that BMW 320i rocket ship you had, windows down, tunes cranked. As I recall, you had a little Van Halen cranking, and boy, that was the beginning of a great journey, a great ride at Chapel Hill. Glad to have shared that with you, and some great memories and times together, some of which we don't want to talk about. So after Chapel Hill, I learned a lot about you. We had not always frequent conversations, but we talked about life, business, the boat business, philanthropy, investments, and I so appreciated your perspective during that time, and knowing that we had similar backgrounds from Pitt County. It was always great to get your perspective, and I really learned a lot about you during those years. That you just have a huge heart, and I'm proud to call you my friend, and you should be proud of that. And your award at VES is such an example of that. So proud of you and proud to be your friend. And lastly, I just want to say I'm so fired up for Mac Brown to bring that football team out on Chris Smith Field this fall, and I'm just getting chills thinking about it, and I'm just fired up for that and proud your name is going to be on that field. Love you, Smitty. Be good, and I hope to be able to see you soon. Enjoyed the Zoom calls, but I would love to get a little face-to-face time with you at some point here. So be good, take care, love you, we're thinking about you.
Chris, I miss you. think I miss the stories most of all. After a long day of meetings, going to a restaurant, having a glass of wine or beer or two, and boy, the stories would just roll. No one weaves a tale like you, that's for sure. I think my favorite is the time you, me, and Herman went to the game conference. There we sat in Applebee's while the rest of the attendees were getting the royal treatment at the Ritz-Carlton. I won't tell the rest of that story. I'll let that one up to you. I will say that liquor store beside the Comfort Inn saved that trip. I wish you the best. I wish your family the best. Take care.
Hey Chris, it's Sally and Mac here. We wanted to thank you so much for your family's gift. You and your family have meant so much to us through the years. You've given us so many different fun adventures. Here we are at Figure 8, which your parents introduced us to long ago with our Grady White boat. We are very, very lucky to have you guys in our life.
Chris, we're so excited to see the husband, the father, and the man that you've grown into, and you've meant so much to our family. Your mom was such a special treat to all of us, and officiating will never be the same without your mom, and your dad's a treat, but we love you very, very much. And I'm so honored to be taking that team out on Chris Smith Field next fall. So love you, appreciate you, and go Heels.
Schmitty, Chris, I'm glad to have this chance to talk to you. I look like a bit of a hooligan. I apologize. I've been at the beach for a while. Man, there's a lot to love about you, my friend. But what I really want to speak to is what happened in basically the 20 years between when we were about 30 and when we were about 50, when I didn't see very much of you. What I learned about being in your orbit up until the time we were 30 was that you were generous and there was a nobility to who you were. But what I did not see coming, but what revealed itself over the 20 years that I didn't see much of you, is how powerfully that came to manifest itself in your life. I feel like walking back into a stream of life with you a year or two ago was a bit like walking back into a place where you hadn't been in a long time, and seeing a tree that was once one size that was just massive by comparison. Now granted, there have been some times in your life when you've been massive and some other times when you've been less massive, but I'm not talking about physical heft. I'm talking about the power of who you are. I just credit you for the man you are, for the way you love your friends and family, for your generosity of spirit, and for the nobility with which you encounter the key things that matter to you in life. I love you, brother. Be well.
Cats and kittens, this is Bob Hayes, wanting to tell you how much I love Chris Smith. In all seriousness, what you've done for me and my family will never be forgotten and could never be repaid. You're the greatest, and I love you. Go Heels!
Good morning, Chris. This is Richard Budd, just thinking about you on this pretty Friday morning. I can remember first meeting you in Wilmington, North Carolina, when you ran a bike shop down there, probably 30 years ago or so. And then I've often thought of our memories of hunting together at Primland, Grimesland, North Creek, and what so many memories I have of our times together with you and your dad and other friends. And behind me is, I'm in my office in Winston-Salem. This is a picture of Clemens Mill, and this is a mill that I bought in 1988 from the Brewer family, and their father had started it in 1920. And there you can see my white pickup truck, which I've restored and have on the farm now. So as I think back of our times together, I just wanted to let you know I pray for you every day, and just think of you and your dad very often, and hope the best for you.
Chris, being here talking to you from the great state of Maine. Just wanted to let you know I think of you quite often. As a matter of fact, every day. What I think about that brings a smile to my face, are our travels, our discussions, and especially the photo shoots. Again, my thoughts are with you. I love you. And take care.
Adrian, how's my hair look? Does it look good? So I'm supposed to talk about why I love Chris Smith. So I spent the whole day thinking about it, and it's been very hard to think of reasons. But I came up with this. He's a really big dude who says exactly what he thinks, and he drinks a lot of brown liquor. And I really can't understand why I love that so much. Why I find that so attractive, but I do. And that's why I love the dude. He reminds me of someone I just love so much. But beyond that, Chris Smith loves my incredibly weird son Gavin and takes care of my incredibly weird son Gavin. And that touches my heart. And I'll never, ever forget that. That's gonna make me cry, because that means a lot to me. Now, I'm supposed to have a favorite memory, and my favorite memory is bizarre, because it's not a memory that Chris and I share together. But I remember just listening raptured to Chris Smith talking about his experiences with the U.S. America's Cup team. And I don't know what that did to me, just an amazing story of him as a young man chasing those boats in a powerboat, but I think it got me into boating. I have a boat. Chris helped me buy my boat. I didn't buy a Grady White, I'm ashamed to say. But he's helped me and he's guided me, and I love him. And I can't wait to see him again and say some bad things about people and drink some brown liquor. Go UVA!
Chris, good afternoon. Robin Hayes. It is Friday afternoon. I think about June the 6th or 5th. Anyway, I got my good Grady White hat on in thinking of all the incredible good times and wisdom, knowledge, and fun I've had with you, your dad, and the Smith family. I'm sitting here at the farm. You know what it's like at Grimesland. Well, here I am at Whippy. But I just wanted to add my voice to those who have expressed their love, their appreciation, their thanks, and all the things that you have meant to us over the years. We are tremendously sorry that you're going through all the tough things that you are, but rest assured, we know how much you've done for all of us. We appreciate you. We love you. We wish you the best, and we will be looking forward to spending time with you across the bar. We love you. Thanks, Robin and all the Hayes family.
Hey Chris, we're saying hi from Pirates Cove. We thought a lot about what we wanted to share with you because our families have had so much fun together over the years. There's really too many good times to list.
Yeah, but I remember that time we were playing late night DJ when Chris started to take off his
Dad, orange candy! Or John, how about that trip to a festival and Chris said, Mom, orange candy!
Well, what about that time Chris shot the snake behind the TV and he said,
Dad, orange candy!
Well, if we're going to use Jack's safe word for everything we're going to talk about, then why don't we show some pictures of all the fun we've had together?
Used to spend my nights out in ballroom. Liquor was the only love I'd known. But you rescued me from reaching for the bottom and brought me back. Yeah, you fought on.
I didn't get all.
You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. And honey, I stay strong on your love all the time.
Chris, we love you. We can't wait to see you this summer.
Hey Chris, couldn't make a video for you without having some kind of animals on the wall, so I picked the duck section because frankly I don't think my deer would compete with what you got. Anyway, preparing for the video, thought back through a lot of great memories, and one that you and I have talked about many times, the 06 National Championship game when Vince got it done for Vince and the Longhorns got it done for Mac, and knowing what Mac and his family mean to you and your family, and of course the Longhorns, me being a native Texan, what that meant was incredible. What a special memory, and it brings a smile to my face. Hopefully it brings one to yours as well each time. And speaking of football, congratulations on Chris Smithfield. What an honor, and much deserved. You've impacted so many of us. You've been a friend when I needed you, and yeah, there were several times, the period that I'm talking about, that you were there to help me, but I'll never forget it. But a lot of laughs along the way, some serious conversations at times, but a lot of laughs and good times. So anyway, I'm going to keep mine short, especially relative to Kyle. I just spoke to Mr. Kyle Clements a couple of hours ago, and he put together a 9-minute video that he said is similar to his email, so I can only imagine how good that will be, and I'm sure there are going to be so many great ones from so many people coming your way. So anyway, look, I love you. You've always been a friend, and that I could count upon, and just thoroughly enjoyed all the things that we've done. And anyway, yeah, you take care, okay? I love you, bud.
Hey Chris, I am in Key West right now, and I'm excited to send this video to you to talk about all the fun that we had together, but I only have a minute. So we went to a lot of football games together, but I think one of the things that we did a whole lot was dancing. So I came up with a Chris dance, and I made it kind of simple because I have trouble remembering things. So anyway, it just kind of goes like this. Making a bunch of C's for Chris. Okay, all you ladies out there, y'all start dancing now with me, okay? Okay, Chris, you're my sunshine, just like the song. Love you very much. Miss you. Big hug.
Chris, good morning. Good morning.
Hi, Chris.
We are very sophisticated techies, so we've only spent about an hour and a half trying to get our video on our back porch, but we were trying to take it out on our deck to show you the flowers and natures, and we wanted to send you all of our love, and Ann and all the kids and Eddie and everybody down there. So we're wishing you best. We love you very, very much, and always have, and for all these years. So sending you our loves over the video.
Hi, Chris. I agree, and with everything Jerry said, I want you to know that I think about you every day, and I send you all my love to everyone in your family too. Take care.
Okay, you guys have fun, enjoy the day. As I hope it's a beautiful day in Greenville and at the farm. Love you guys. Bye-bye. See ya. I'm going to do my tech magic now and turn it off.
Hey Chris, just want to let you know we're thinking about you. Love you. You're in our prayers. Can't wait to see you in the fall at the Carolina football games on the Chris Smith Field. Talk to you soon, buddy.
Hello? Hello? Oh, hey honey. How are you? It wasn't that bad of a drive. I got in late last night and I got here a little late and I had to set up the tent in the dark, but that's okay. But the ranger was still here. He was telling me that there's not too many people that use this side of the park, but the things have really picked up here since fall 2019. He told me there was a domed, like covered area nearby that the locals prefer and have been using for years. I don't know. I didn't see it. What's that? Oh yeah. I know. I forgot about that. Shit, that's right. Dang. I guess I'll have to do Chris's video here from the tent, and send it from here. Damn it. God, I love Chris, but what a pain in the ass, Quite frankly, the more I think about it, not only is this a pain in the ass, Chris has always been a pain in my ass. Well, think about it. I mean, first things first, he built his goddamn house too close to my house. I mean, we started off on the wrong foot. And, well, I don't know. If you think further than that, every time I tried to go relax on the front porch, the guy would come over with a bottle of wine and force me to drink with him. Remember all those nights I came in late and I came in and told you that it was basically Chris to blame? Well, he made me stay out and do all that drinking with him. In hindsight, Chris Smith is probably the source or root of all my problems. I don't know. I keep thinking about him. There's other things he's done that, are ridiculous if you think about it. I mean, he made me go on that bike ride with his friends down by the coast, some friendly race. Guys were all lunatics. I mean, all his old school friends, guys were insane. I mean, they run like they're 22 years old and they're all old men like me. They bitch at each other like, before, during, and after the race. And then when the race is over, they go to the closest bar from the finish line they can find and drink like fish. I don't know. I don't understand people like that. On top of that, you know what? The guy's always making fun of me for the fact that I was a gymnast in college. Just because you're a male gymnast in Berkeley doesn't mean that you're necessarily gay. I mean, it makes me so mad, it makes me want to do cartwheels. Oh, wait, one thing real quick. Hey, I just remembered. When you go to the grocery store later today, would you make sure to pick up that hand lotion I enjoy so much? Yeah, the lavender one that I like so much. Yeah, thanks. Okay. Back to Chris. The other thing, there was this time at Lake Aston. I don't know where the guy got off, but he had the nerve to question my manlyhood by questioning the power behind my boat. Guy gets out there on the water and screams to me, is my boat power enough to get him up on one ski? I felt like telling him, no, it's not a Grady White boat, but I got plenty of power to get his fat ass out of the water. I know that. Well, shit, good thing I had 300 horsepower because it took every Colt I had to get him up out of the water. I think I dragged him for about 40 yards before I even saw any sign of his forehead. It's kind of like, I don't know, it was like a Russian submarine slowly breaching the top of the water. So I don't know. Again, I don't know what to do. But, on top of that, the guy's always busting my balls about Cal football. I mean, a man can only take so much. And if it ain't enough, damn it, I think his son was born taller than Tanner. Just ain't fair. And his daughter steals a state Lex championship from my daughter. What the hell am I doing this stupid video? Why am I doing a video about Chris Smith, the biggest pain in my ass? I don't know, you really got me, but I don't know. I mean, I guess, I don't know. I guess it's because he's my really good friend. And I guess I think about him every day, and I miss him. And I hope the best. I hope to see him soon. And I hope this nonsense brings a smile to his face. The other thing is, this shows you how little connected I am in the Chapel Hill area. This is as close as I could get to your goddamn name. Chris Smith, you're a good man. I love you. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Hello, Chris. This is Ed White, your Wolfpack friend and business associate. There are so many things I could say to you, but I will limit my comments this morning. The most important one that I can think of is I got to know you through an introduction by Greg Sanchez with Tri Properties. That's followed by getting to know your mom and dad, Herman Simon and Sam Solomon. Herman and Sam are two of the smartest people I've had the pleasure of meeting and get to know, and they both have helped me tremendously. You've also been a great partner in real estate and as an investor and board chairman in Field of Base. I also have great memories of playing golf with you at the Governor's Club, at Chapel Hill Country Club, at Northridge Country Club in Raleigh. Also got a very fond memory of spending a night at your house in Bath when Eddie cooked steaks for us, for a group of us, and you took us on the ride on your 39-foot Grady White boat. I think that may have been the largest boat at that point in time. It had not been really released for production. I also got some other great memories of you, and I've got to need to do this to make sure that you don't confuse the schools here, obviously. I do remember that we had a rivalry between NC State and UNC football where we had a standing bet. If UNC won, Kathy and I had to take UNN to dinner. And of course, if State won, in the event they did, UNN had to take Kathy and me to dinner. I think State lost the first game, and we treated you guys to dinner. State, I believe, won the next 5 games, but now again, I never let facts interfere with a good story, so I may be off on that a little bit, but don't worry about that. But I know that you took us to a couple of them, and then I do know that things got really tough in the boat business around that time because you still owe me 2 dinners from those bets, and I fully expect to collect on those. So Kathy and I are waiting for you and Ann to take us to dinner, collect on those 2 bets. But the more important part of it is, Chris, I can only wish you and your family the very best and love to all.
Chris, I've been undergoing some changes lately, buddy. But I'm thinking about you, and I love you, my man. Cheers to you.
Hi, Chris. Hello from the Hook. It's really hard to believe it's been almost 35 years since we first met. Seems like it was just yesterday. When I first showed up at Chapel Hill, really only knew a handful of people, but I've always appreciated Sally. But I've always appreciated, what a fast friend you were from the start. There are so many great memories at the PDT hut, except I really don't remember seeing you in class very much. I'm not sure if maybe that was me or you or maybe both of us missing in action. But certainly a lot of cherished memories. So many, in fact, that I thought I'd share some of the photo specialties pics that we've collected. But I quickly discovered that while I was poking fun at you at the beer chug or disco annihilation or pledge formal or the beer slide, that I was going to incriminate myself. So I'm going to plead the fifth, and I can neither confirm.
We had to hide those pictures from our children. Even now.
Yeah, I can neither confirm nor deny any of those stories, whether they're true or half true or not even true at all. But I will confirm giving you the 5-0 nickname because we could only believe, half of what you said, and thank goodness that's not the case anymore. Will say though that I do know it's great to call you a friend, and bottom line is that's all that really matters, and we probably don't appreciate that then as much as we should have, but I know we all do now.
Chris, the Leesmans are supporting you from afar and really angry that COVID is preventing us from visiting you, but we hope we'll be able to see you sometime soon, and know that the Leesmans are praying for you every day and just wishing you support, to feel the support of all your friends now when you really need it.
So I'll close with wishing you and Ann and your family the best. We're with you in every step of the way in this fight and ready to help however we can. We look forward to seeing you soon. Love you, Chris, and Go Heels.
Go Heels.
Chris, hey, it's a late afternoon in Greenville, North Carolina, and I've been asked to put this video together for you, and it's going to be short and sweet. But I want you to know that from my heart to yours, that the Clement family loves you very much. We've loved you for a long time. We loved you when you were a screw-up. We've watched you mature and grow and become the man you are. And unfortunately, you're dealing with something that none of us are dealing with. And the way you deal with it, your spirit, your resolve, your faith, your strength is just unbelievable to me. And I want you to know that we that love you like your family does, you have a lot of folks that are right here behind you, buddy. There's not much we can do except pray for you and love you. It's a tough situation. And as I told your dad last time we talked, and we met on your porch with John Bud, all I wanted to see was that blank-eating grin on your face. That Smith grin. That Smith grin is, oh man, I saw you do that, and that's all I needed to see because I knew you were okay. But I want you to know that from the Clements and me to you, to your beautiful 5 children, to your wonderful wife, Ann, and your fabulous dad, we're right there with you, buddy. And I want you to know we love you, and you know that. But we're right here praying for you every day. And if it's, you know, I look back and reminisce on all the things we've done together and the things we're going to do together. But going to Auburn, you know, Coach died yesterday. And I remember that trip because that's one of the first times that we were ever really together. We did some things that weekend that we probably shouldn't have done. Our fathers had no idea. But I want you to know, bud, I'm proud of you. I'm proud to know you. I know all of your nicknames, Snake, Aesop, Chris, all of those. But the best thing I can call you is friend. And I want you to know I love you. My family loves you. We loved your mom. We love your dad. And I'm sitting on my back porch drinking a martini. And here's to you.
Hello, Chris. I wish I could do this in person with you. Hope to see you in the future in person. But, you know, I was asked to maybe share some memories with you, one in particular, but I actually have 2. One of the fondest ones I have is when you and I were playing basketball at UNC. I guess I was there for Dr. Bell. Apparently it didn't help me on my behavior, and you and I were on the court and we got into some altercation with players that we were playing with. Whether I started it or you started it, I'm not sure, but we ended up getting kicked out. That was not really a good leadership lesson for me teaching you. The other one I think that will live forever was when you were working at Grady White one summer, and of course I know you loved working at Grady White and in particular maintenance, and your dad was coming home that day from lunch and you were on assignment up on the roof, supposedly. But what happened is you fell asleep on the roof and your dad is the one that saw you coming in on the highway. That was really a very fond memory for me and for many folks at Grady White that over the years. Seriously though, you know, I've known you for many years and we've had a great relationship. I love you and obviously hope the best for you and hope to see you soon in the future.
Chris, this one's for you with love from the best.
You and I must make a pact. We must bring salvation back. Where there is love, I'll be there. I'll reach out my hand to
In my mind, I'm gone to Carolina. Can't you see the sunshine? Can't you just feel the moonshine? Ain't it just like a friend of mine? You hit me from behind. Yes, I'm gone to Carolina in my mind. Karen, she's a silver sun. You best walk her away and watch it shining. Watch her watch the morning come. A silver tear appearing now. I'm crying, ain't I? Gone to Carolina in my mind.
Georgia, Georgia, the whole day through.
Bob Jones came to believe that before the first shot is struck in a golf tournament, fate has already decreed who will win. This is the story of the 1986 Masters.
Maybe. Yes, sir!
Chris, good evening. It's Doc here on Sunday. I got Caroline, Laura, and Susan with us. We just want to wish you an incredible day. I hope you enjoyed our video. I'll give Laura full credit for our editor. But most importantly, it brought back this incredible memory that we shared on being a Tar Heel together. Your mom, your dad taking me under their wings, taking me to football games, basketball games, George being there, tailgates, just really filling my soul with the Tar Heel spirit. No doubt was because you're mom and dad. And I'm always grateful for the relationship we've had. I hope you enjoyed that video, because that Sunday, I think, is one of the greatest days I've ever shared with somebody I love like yourself. We woke up with a little bit of a headache, but I'll tell you, it ended in a glorious comeback of Jack Nicklaus coming from 10 strokes back, mainly on the back nine, to win his 6th green jacket. And you and I were there high-fiving together in our glory. We're proud of you. You're so courageous in your fight against ALS. And I just want to let you know how much we care about you. We have you in your prayers. And we're so thankful for the relationship that we share together. So thank you so much. And we just want to say, go Tar Heels.
Go Tar Heels.
Hey, Chris. Hard to believe it's been, well over 30 years since we first met you. I remember when they first told us that we were getting this another corporate guy coming back down to help us out. You know, I thought it was another Diamond Jack Wilkie special, and we were already not liking you. But then you came, and we figured out that you were a good guy. We were able to have a lot of fun times. You know, the whole experience in Australia is still unforgettable to me. The bonds we made, the trips, the fun, the women. Sorry, didn't mean to say that out loud. It's just been a whole experience that made us stay together closer. The times we've been able to come down to North Carolina, the few times we've seen you elsewhere. I look forward to the time when the COVID goes away and we can get back up to Boston to see you and have another dinner and relive some of the fun times again. Can't wait to see you again.
So, Chris, I hope you noticed that we really had to dig below a lot of mothballs to get our America 2 shirts out for you, just to model these for you. Some fit better than others on certain people.
Can't believe they made us wear such small stuff back then.
But anyway, my first memory of you was meeting you at the Walsh House in Newport, and honest to God, I could not understand your accent, but I quickly came to love it. I love, love, love that Southern drawl. Your sense of humor is like no other. And when I think of you, I just think of so many times that we laughed so hard we cried. So it just brings a smile to my face every time I think of you. We had so much fun at your 50th. Burn the videos of me dancing, please, once and for all. But honest to God, that was one of the funnest times I can remember. And we're so glad we made it down for that. Thanks for inviting us. Great party, by the way. Anyway, it was so good to see you in Boston recently. I can't even believe it literally was like 2 weeks later where it just seemed like the world completely changed right after we saw you. But we think of you constantly. You know, I've reached out to you. I am praying for you so much. And just know that we're here for you, and we love you, and we are going to be together very soon after this is all over and we can get back to Boston and or North Carolina.
I'm already advocating the road trip.
You might still see us. So
whether you want us or not.
Batten the hatches, we might be coming down. Anyway, love you so much, and take care. Mwah.
Hang in there, bub. We'll see you soon.
Schmitty, Jose Roddy here, coming to you live from Montreat, North Carolina, my COVID hideaway. As you can see, I've got my COVID haircut because you shamed me into it when you told me that I had a comb over this past Christmas. By the way, I did not have a comb over, but you made me self-conscious enough to shave my head. So appreciate that one. I love you, brother. Hey, I thought I'd go through 5 great Schmitty Jose memories from over the years. I hope they bring you as much joy as they did me in remembering back on these things. But let's go ahead and get started. Number 1, the first time you and I really met was on the Phi Delta basketball court, where we were playing together, and we owned that court for about 4 hours. Del Fuego. You had the baby hook, I had the rainbow jumper. It was a magical afternoon. Owned the court all the way up until they actually shut it down because we had to get ready for a mixer. And I also recall and appreciate you saving my rear end when a certain unnamed Phi attacked me because he didn't appreciate some of the trash talk coming out of a freshman as I ran in jumpers over the top of him. But great afternoon for us, and I think that really kind of kicked it off. Number 2, no offense to David Dooley, but who was my big brother at the Fidel House, but you were my big brother, and what a willing student. I mean, truly, I took all your lessons and I executed most of them flawlessly. Probably the single greatest example would have been when you told me, Jose, graduate with as close to a 2.0 as humanly possible. That way you know you couldn't have packed any more fun into college and still graduated. And I think I did even better than you on that one. I think I at least had 1, if not 2 more zeros. My grade point average was 2.000000003. Beautifully executed. By the way, my father didn't appreciate that one nearly as much as I did. But number 3, your first triathlon, classic. You stayed at our house in Charlotte, running the triathlon up at Lake Wylie, and my grandmother, who adored you, as do all old people. What's up with that? You know, my mother, my grandmother, Howdy and Sally. I mean, it's absurd. I'm not sure how you charm all of them, but boy, you do. Anyway, my grandmother made you a breakfast that day that no man should have to carry around for 100 yards, let alone do a swim, bike, run. They're first. And you did it, and you very gracefully and politely ate everything she put in front of you, to include the box of Wheaties that had a triathlete on it, that she'd gone to the grocery store, found out what a triathlon was, and bought that for you. And I apologize, I was supposed to be your cameraman that day, and I did get you entering the water, and then, of course, we know the rest of the story. There was a UNC cheerleader who was warming up in the transition area, and I got about 6 pictures of you and about 400 of her. So apologies that one's not recorded for all time. Number 4, my rehearsal dinner. You gave the single greatest toast that I've ever heard in all rehearsal dinner history, at least that I've experienced. 12 minutes, uproarious laughter. Of course, you were giving it, so there were half a dozen or so completely cringeworthy moments, although they were funny. I think that's where you and my father-in-law, Howdy Marsh, struck up your love affair, which I still get a little bent out of shape when I find out about you two getting together and not inviting me, but there we go again. Anyway, absolutely wonderful toast. They're still talking about it to this day. Number 5. You probably don't remember this one, but you and I got together. We hadn't seen each other at that point in a lot of years, 2 or 3 years anyway. Kids were little, busy lives, and we got together for breakfast in Atlantic Beach. And Schmitty, a lot of things I love about you, but I think this is the number one. Came in, hugged, and within 45 seconds we were laughing so hard, we had tears rolling down our cheeks. And it went on that way the whole breakfast, to the point where I think we eventually parted because our torsos were aching from laughing so hard. I appreciate your friendship more than you'll ever know. It's been an absolute blessing in my life to know you and your family, and how good you've been to me. And that comes right back to you for my family. As you know, you were part of it. My grandmother, my mother, my father always cast a suspicious eye your way. Although I have a feeling Eddie does the same thing back to me. But anyway, it was love you, brother. Can't wait to see you again this fall. You be good. Best to all of the Smith family extended. See ya.
Hey, big guy. I'm wearing this bow tie today just for you, because you always used to give me such a hard time about wearing one. I hadn't had a tie on in 4 months, but I'm doing it just for you today. Again, I want to congratulate you on getting the Robert Carter Jet Award at VES. And when I think of you, I think about growing up with your dad in Lexington. My backyard backed up to the street right in front of your dad's house. And when we first met, I immediately felt a connection to you, and our time on the VES board was so very special. And I will never forget when we were having our Vision 2016 campaign, starting in it, I guess, in late 2008, 2009. The first person I came to was you, and you stepped right up in a big way, and I'll never forget that. I think about our time together on the VES board, and I think the greatest moments we had were in the bar at the Craddock Terry Hotel, where we got a lot of things accomplished. But please know that Caroline and I send our best to you and Ann, and we're at your back. And as our friend Parker Lee, when I was going through my health issues, said, "Never, never, never give up," a famous quote by Winston Churchill. Take care, buddy. We love you. Bye.
So Chris, I guess we met about 40 years ago, moving into a dorm at Virginia Episcopal School. Hard to believe you're that old. I'm obviously much younger, better looking, smarter. But thank you for always being there, my friend. All the messages I've learned from you, from one tiki bar boat to your tiki bar life. I love you. All the best, my friend.
Hey Chris, we're 3 months into the pandemic now, and if you don't recognize us without our haircuts, this is Tim and Molly.
Chris, we missed you a lot. We've always had a riot with you. We were laughing about some hysterical memories. One of the best was that 50th birthday party you threw for Ann at your dad's place down on the river. Absolutely spectacular. We just had a riot being there with you guys.
And my favorite memories, Chris, are all of the Halloween nights that we ended up on our front porch. Usually you showed up with a glass of something and we had a great time. It's always fun just catching up with you and Ann. So we're sorry we're not with you right now. We miss you guys lots. Hugs to you all.
Well, this is Left Brain for a Finance Guy, enjoying a chance to send Chris a video. I'm going to shoot you some of your favorite things. You know, I've met a bunch of famous folks in my life, but nobody quite matches Chris Smith. Really enjoy our time together. Chris, family is so important. From our family to your family, we really wish you all the best. And now on to a few things that I think you'll really like. How did that get in there? So Chris, 2 items in honor of you. Thinking of you. Hope I get to see you soon. I'm actually wearing a Carolina hat. You're welcome. And I thought you'd get a little chuckle out of my t-shirt that I'm wearing. I'm wearing my Davis Sport Fishing shirt that you saved me on. And you helped me save some other folks on. Wish you all the best. You and your family have a great time. We love you and hopefully get to see you soon after all this COVID stuff.
Chris, cheers. We certainly go back a long way from the old Dale Burke Circle, Deerwood Drive days. I feel fortunate to have called you a friend for many years. I've also had the opportunity to help you with your clothes for many years, and that really started with your mom coming in every birthday, every Christmas, or every just because, buying you the latest and greatest and newest fashions from cotton. She loved doing that. I feel fortunate to have had that opportunity and continued helping you with your clothes. We've gone through quite a few different sizes over the years. I remember the old bike shop days, triathlons. You were about a 42 long coat. To the last couple of years where things have changed, but that's just between you and I. No one else will know about that. I feel fortunate to have you as a friend. I love you. Go Heels.
Okay, so Lori and David here. We've been asked to talk about some of our favorite memories with Chris, and there's so many of them. The reason for that is it goes way back to how Chris has always been the one that has kept all of his friends close. It's because of him that we have all these memories. And no matter where we went to school or career took us or anything like that, Chris was the one that was always good about keeping everybody together and keeping friendships close. It goes back to, I remember, never forget when we first all graduated from college and we moved back to Greenville. It was Chris's idea to have to get a recreational basketball team together. And so we pulled together, and he said, we're going to get all the guys that grew up in Greenville. We're going to have a basketball team. We're going to play in the city league and play basketball. And so we're going to call it the Homeboys, because we're all from Greenville. And so we put this team together, and I'll never forget, I think it was the very first game that we played. There was a guy that stole a ball on an opposing team, a breakaway layup, going down, easy layup, but Chris was not the kind of guy to give up on something like that. He chased the guy down, was going to try to block the shot, and I think he took an elbow to the head, and first game of the year, we got a guy with getting about 4 or 5 stitches in his head because his head got split open. Roy Williams would have been proud because of the spirit that Chris had. He was never going to give up an easy layup. Never going to give up an easy layup. So then, like I said, so many times that we spent together from those days forward, and kind of fast forward to as we all got older. Chris had a couple of 50th birthday parties that he hosted out at the farm. First one was for himself.
A couple.
First one for himself, the second one for Ann. And I will say, hands down, never been a better party since then. Nobody can touch that. The parties were awesome. One of the memories that Lori and I always talk about is how special it is that even though you've got kids from 2 different marriages, how they all come together. And we saw them in those settings, and particularly those parties, how they're all out on the dance floor together and just having a great time and loving each other, and they were all there because of their love for their father. And so that's just one of our most precious memories, is being able to be a part of that.
And I'm just gonna say, Chris, long time, like your dad taught me how to water ski, which was so cute with the bullhorn in Bath Creek, like screaming, lean back, put your feet up. And I was like, that was like the most awesome thing. And then 20 years later or whatever, we went to Chapel Hill together, and then we just like hung out for years. And so you've been one of my best friends. I love you.
We love you, and we're there for you. And in fact, again goes back to, we appreciate the fact that you've always been the one to keep all of our friendships together. But
absolutely,
we're there for you now, buddy. We love you.
Yeah. Right.
Here's to you, Chris. You and I have been buddies for, I guess, pretty well close to 30 years, ever since we went mountain biking out in Beaver Creek. What a great day that was. I just got to thank you for all your vision and inspiration that you had in helping us start the Family Office Forum. That's been so important, I think, in all of our lives. You were the guy who was smart enough to get Cooper involved, and clearly she's been the glue for all of us, acting as the mother hen. And I appreciate the attitude you have brought to that program, with your openness and honesty and vulnerability, so that others would be encouraged to do the same. We're with you in this fight every single day. Pray for you every day, and just wish you all the best. Love you, man.
Hey, Mr. Smith. We just wanted to give you a little message, talk about some memories. For years now, we've been going to Bath and to the farm, and I've made countless memories there, either shooting guns, fishing, tubing for sure, that's a big one, or just hanging out. And there's always a good time there, just lots of positive energy, and I'll never forget those times for sure. And going to Blackbeard's, it's a great restaurant. I really loved it.
Blackbeard's. Yeah, Chris and I, we're called Graybeards, right, Chris? Yeah, Graybeards. I got you about at least 3 years, I know that. So, anyway, I hope that you and the Smith family and everybody watching this are doing well amid these times, and we're thinking about you guys constantly, and wish we could get together more often. So I don't think there's any reason why we shouldn't be able to get hopefully together soon this summer. If this summer doesn't go too quickly. So we're down here at the beach enjoying some time and thinking about you guys. But I appreciate you taking care of my son and all these years, and looking forward to the years ahead as far as that's concerned, and great times we've had together at Kremlin, at the I haven't been to the river of Bath, but I've been to the Grimsland. Great place. Garment hunting, and learned some lessons that evening how close the animals were in that scope. I think they were 100 yards away, and they were like 10 yards away. So I'm glad I didn't shoot and blow up everybody. So anyway,
Chris, we love you. Your family is super awesome, and we can't say enough nice things about you guys, and we really appreciate your friendship. I think for me, the highlight of knowing you was being in Primland. You showed us a great time there. It was so fun for all of us, and it brought us all closer together as friends. And all of us have kids Jackson and Blake's age, and so it really kind of bonded us on a whole nother level, which leads me to fun memories about forest bathing, which you and Andrew did not participate in, and or Charles. So we would like to see that come to fruition at some point. The other fond memory that I have is Andrew, and it would be so fun to be so fun to see you in one of your fancy buttonless shirts as flowery and flamboyant as Andrew's have been when we've gotten together. So if you can make that happen, Chris, we would all be in awe of you all over again. Anyway, we love you, and we hope these videos from all your friends and loved ones brighten your day, and just know that we are sending the biggest hugs to you. We love you.
All right, go Heels.
Hey Smitty, it's Tubby here. Hope you're doing well today. I've got lots of favorite memories. A couple that I can talk about here are sophomore year, moving onto the second floor, and Mama Joe shows up with the whole warehouse from This End Up Furniture. Monk and I are living, I would say, in a pigsty just across the hall. So needless to say, we spent a lot more time in your room, if you remember, than we did in ours. What else? One story, one day I can't remember what the actual story you told. We were sitting in the TV room and you had just finished up, and Monk, who was sitting on the other side in one of the sofas, yelled Zandor at the top of his lungs, and then said, "You got to divide that one by 2, Smitty." Love Monk calling you out. Why do I love Chris? Two reasons. I know he would do anything for me if I ever needed him to. That would be number one. And number 2 is, since I met him in August of 1982, I've been laughing ever since. And it makes me wish I had known him in high school, middle school, elementary school, and we had grown up even in the same town. But Chris makes me laugh like nobody else I know. And I just look forward to a lot more Zoc Tales with you, and look forward to celebrating with you this fall in Keenan Stadium. All the best, Smitty. Talk to you soon, buddy. Take care. Bye.
So Chris, here I am on both yours and my favorite things, I think, besides hunting, boats. Can't tell you how much fun it is, and always has been, to talk to you about boats, because so few people understand how really awesome they can be, and part of our lives, and part of our families, and everything else. So here I am, probably nowhere. Cheers to you. Thank you for everything, and can't wait to see you again, maybe via Zoom, hopefully in person, very soon. Love you, man.
Hey Chris, just wanted to wish you the best. Let you know, buddy, you're my hero. Apologize for the pandemic growth, but you've done so much for me and for my family over the years. You're just my inspiration, my hero, buddy, and I'm always here for you. Thinking back just last year, playing golf at the tournament, that just really meant a lot to me. And we had a blast for a bunch of hackers. So stay in touch, my friend, and can't wait to hear from you soon, and go Heels as always. Take care. Bye.
Hey Chris, I know you'll recognize this place since it's so near and dear to all of us. Being Tar Heels, we know you are a true blue fan, and we just wanted to share a couple of thoughts with you in front of the iconic Davy Poplar.
Hey Chris, how you doing? It's a special place. It's a beautiful place, and I just want to say a couple things. I remember the first time we met. We were both in our boxer shorts going out to get the paper, and I was thinking, should I be doing this? And then I saw you, and I thought, this is great. I'm going to have a great neighbor here. We're going to get along super. And sure enough, we did. I also remember the time that I found out you were a biker and a biathlon, and I thought, well, I'm a tennis player. I can handle this stuff. And we went to Greenville and did that biathlon thing, and I barely beat you in the run, and then you just blew by me on the bike. And after the race, you were waiting for me, and we had a couple drinks and ate. You were great. You were driving, drove back, and I passed out. I can't even remember the ride back. All I remember is I woke up when we got home. and you were really good natures about it. I want to thank you for, your friendship's been really meaningful and wonderful. It's been beautiful, just like this place here. We're all Tar Heels, and I'm really proud that you're going to have your name on the field. It looks great. It's fantastic. I think it's a great tribute. And you and Ann and your family have been really gracious to us, and we love you to death. And that's about it for me, I think.
Yeah, well,
Gotta keep it short.
we wanted to say thank you so much. Unlike Neil, I'm not really sure I remember the first time we met. For all I know, it was in the Fidelt house, or maybe it was in the neighborhood. Don't know. But what I do really know is that you and Ann have been amazing neighbors and friends. You've been part of the very special village in raising our children, for which we are forever grateful. Your generosity and your words of wisdom have been great. I think you gave Morgan some of the best advice about her time at Carolina and what to avoid and not do, such as never go upstairs in a frat house without a wing girl or man with you. Never let somebody fill your drink for you. Always watch it, never put it down, etc. You know the rest. But also, your generosity when Morgan wanted to go hunting, of all things.
Oh yeah, that
taking
was awesome.
us taking us to Grimesland, and after having been there for the most amazing 50th birthday celebration ever. I really appreciate the fact that you let Neil know, without a doubt, based on your superior training, that if he ever steps out of line, that your training and my newfound skills will keep him walking the straight and narrow. Anyways, we love y'all both, and just wanted to say, go Heels.
Go Heels, and you are a Tar Heel.
Indeed.
Well, I understand there's a tribute for Sir Chris Smith going on. Wow, it's an honor to be a part of it. I actually think we did a tribute originally in fall of '82, maybe, Smitty? When you pledged Phi Delta. We had no idea what we were doing when we were getting you. We thought we were just taking you under our wing to help you through college. We had no idea how long that college career would be. Sorry about that, Eddie, but we trained him well, I think. Smitty, it's I've always said there's so many things I love about Carolina. Put on a shirt just for you. But one of them is just the friendships I made in my 4 years there on campus at the Fidelt House. And there's no question you're one of the great friendships that came out of that era of mine. And I feel very, very fortunate. And you and your family are leaving an incredible legacy with the football field. And I applaud you for what you and the family have done. That's incredible too. I am going to leave. I don't want to be too long-winded, but I'm going to leave with one photo. We've been chatting a bunch lately, and we've been sharing some photos, but this one is just such a classic. We need to get this in the tribute. But this is Chris at the Disco Annihilation mixer with the KAs, who we really didn't even know, but we abused them at their house. And Schmitty, that's one of my many memories of you and me together. Wow, they were good. I can't wait to hear how this tribute turns out. It is an honor to be a part of it. Smitty, I love you. Take care, Podgy.
Hey, Mr. Smith.
We love you.
And we miss you.
And we can't wait to see you.
Smith family, wanted you to know that we were thinking about you all and that we'd love to get together with you sometime soon. Lily's wanting to say hello here and scout out on the golf course. And Mr. Smith, Mr. Chris Smith, man, we hadn't been able to see each other in the last month or two, but man, I think the world of you, love you, and can't wait to, every time I drive down Cleveland, I think about you, just a lot. And I want you to know I appreciate you and your storytelling ability. Poor old Ann, when you start on those stories, she can't get a word in edgewise. But man, you are the best, and I think the world of you. Susan, what you want to add?
We love the Smiths. It's like, if I had to describe you guys as a couple and individually, you're so real. Like, it's easy just to catch up where we left off, and we just love you so much, both of you, and think about you all the time.
Yep.
And want to spend some time with you.
We do.
Soon.
Love y'all.
Hey Chris, BK. Don't know if I'll get on the camera or not. I thought that I might take you for a little stroll and show you some pretty place. This is going down the slope of my driveway towards Horsley Creek. It's the front of this property. and I come down here most mornings with Bill. There's Bill. And just look at it. It's a great scene. The reason I like it is that it just reminds me that I am connected to something that's much bigger than I am, and I take some strength out of that. And I hope by sharing this walk, I can share some of that with you too. As you'll see here in just a second, Horsley Creek flows down into the Peddler River as I turn here on top of the bridge. You can see down through there. It's hard with this little video screen to really appreciate, there it is, that body of water down the center is the Peddler River going by. Anyway, my friend, I think about you a lot. I just hope that this little bit of the outdoors can be something good for you. Bless you, my man.
My favorite memories with Chris Smith by far are all the wonderful hunting trips that he and I went on with our dads over the years. I first met Chris 31 years ago on a pheasant hunt in South Dakota, which was as much fun as we could possibly have, and there were a lot of laughs, a lot of good stories. And just about every year for the next 31 years, we did a father-son hunt together. And my greatest memories of Chris through those years are his positive attitude, his sense of humor, his love, and the way he always got all of us to see the bright side of life. And that's a gift he left with me that I'll have forever and I'll cherish, and especially cherish those times together because we had some great times, a lot of laughs. And for that, I'll always love Chris Smith. Love you, buddy.
Morning, Chris. Greetings from Carteret County, North Carolina. I think you and your family are now over in Bath after spending some wonderful time in Grimesland during this dreaded pandemic. Just wanted you to know how much Alicia and I are thinking of you, and we send our love to you and your family. Thoroughly have enjoyed our Thursday night Zooms, and I miss you. So hang tough, and thanks for all you do, Chris, and for your wonderful friendship. Talk soon, man. Take care.
Hey, Chris. Wanted to say, hey, I miss you just like everybody else. Me, it's a little different because you moved away a couple years ago, and while it was only less than a mile, I guess, I found my place in Chapel Hill. Obviously, when I was a student, probably just like you, but also when I came back and found you and Edward, Neil, Max, and the guys sit on the deck, talk about this, that, or the other thing, normally sports, politics in sports, whatever. But, I just felt like you were one of the guys that just appreciated me for me. That was always great. And, all right, enough sappy stuff. I need you to get well so that we can put Neil in his place. I will always remember the story about the night that Neil wanted to basically gut the athletic department and only have men's tennis. You just threw your hands up. It was pretty funny. So, thinking about you and miss you, love you very much, and whatever I can do, you've got me here. So, give me a call.
Hey, Chris, this is Hale. Best wishes to you. I look forward to spending some time with you this June while y'all are at Brookshire Drive in Bath. I wish you the best. I appreciate your friendship. I think it would only be appropriate if our little Fight Elk corner of the student section in the end zone at Keenan/Chris Smith Field was roped off in your honor. Best wishes. I look forward to seeing you. Take care. Bye.
Hi, Chris. I just want to mention a few things I think about when I think of you. Beach ball. Especially the beach ball parties that used to be at University Mall. That's when you first kind of came on my radar, especially the one where Robin almost got you beat up. Hunting. I know you have a love for hunting, and when you and Cliff or you and Don talk about hunting in front of me, it makes me think I need to turn in my man card. Grady White. It's amazing how often Grady White comes up in conversation with people, and I'm always proud to say I know you and your family. Poker. It's a good thing you've done well with Grady White, because you are an open vault when it comes to the rest of the table when we're playing poker together. Fantasy football and basketball. You do better with fantasy football and basketball than you do with poker, and I enjoy playing with you through the years. Magnum Chardonnay. I remember when you brought Chardonnay to one of the fantasy football drafts, and I thought maybe you just grabbed it as you ran out of the house. I soon came to realize that it would be a staple of yours for other drafts and events. Grimes' 50th birthday. I was really glad to be a part of your 50th birthday party. What a party. It was one of the best parties I've ever been to. Lacrosse, Durham Academy. I was really glad we got to catch up to one of the only lacrosse games Durham Academy got to play this year, and we got to see Blake score 2 goals. UNC. Our love for UNC was an instant bond, and it has continued through the years. My buddy. Just want to say that I'm thinking about you. Love you, buddy.
Chris, miss seeing you, man. Hope things are doing as well as they can. Hope you're staying safe. Certainly looking forward to the next time we can get together. Just miss seeing you, man. And I know that this year when football's back, it'll be nice to get to debate about which Carolina's the true Carolina, even though I know you know the answer already in your heart. So take care, man. Miss you. Bye.
Here we are, where it all began 21 years ago, to our buddy Chris, who we love and adore, where we laid in here on the bike shop bench and we cut out, zoom in Avery, the belly button ring. We've got the 20-year-old kid to show it, and we got 20 years of friendship. Man, we love you. Wish you all the best.
Love you, Chris. Can't wait to see you soon.
Chris, because you can't have too many tributes, I thought I might send a more appropriate one as well, that tried to thank you for being the friend and guide that you have been to me for all these many years. Can't begin to count all the great memories we've had together, whether it's you in Montrose sitting on the couch at Kremlin for 2 hours criticizing me, or finding all the hidden gems you left us in the new Grady White boat. You've just been a great guide and counselor, and I've loved every minute of it. Your family means the world to me, as you do, and I love you, brother.
Hey Chris, Jack and Nikki here. Just wanted to say hi. Hope you're doing well. Sure miss seeing you at the lacrosse games and so forth. I know John's keeping in close touch with Blake. But again, I just want to say hi and hope you're doing well. Now I'll pass over to Nikki.
Hey Chris, we're thinking about you and praying for you every day. And like Jack said, I know the boys were really disappointed to lose out on their lacrosse season, but to be honest, I was really disappointed. I love standing on the sidelines with the parents. I miss visiting with you and Ann, and hopefully we can social distance and get together maybe sometime soon. But we love you, we love your family, and we hope all is going well for you during.
Hey Chris.
Hey Chris, Kamish here, actually stepping out from behind the email and branching out on the video here. So anyway, listen man, congrats again on the football field. Dude, I'm gonna have chills the next time I go to the game, and probably many times after that one too. So again, congrats on that, and I just want to remind you that fantasy football is right around the corner, and you know, that is a socially distant activity. So hopefully you'll feel up to joining us again this year, and hopefully we can see you in person. We'll certainly keep you in our thoughts and prayers going forward. All right, Chris.
Hi, Chris. First of all, I'd like to thank you for being one of the founding members of the Family Office Forum. It's been a wonderful benefit to me and a wonderful benefit to my family, and I want you to know how much we all appreciate the effort that you've done to carry your knowledge and your skills to our group. It took me about 10 years to figure out that your self-deprecating humor was really more about how much you cared for your family, and that you really have set up an office to help not only philanthropy and charities, but other family offices and staff like me who work hard every day and need a place of solace and a place of refuge to talk about the opportunities and the dilemmas we have in carrying out our mission. You've been instrumental in that, and my family and my life are better for knowing you. Thank you. Love you.
Hey, Cowboy. How you doing? Long time since I've seen you. Long time talk. Hope you're doing well. Crazy times. I'm sitting here in my best outfit, my COVID outfit. So these days you can go 4 or 5 days without showering and everybody thinks you're okay, even your own video conference. Most people just put a shirt on. I'm not doing that. My new outfit here, hat and old t-shirt. Yeah, it's crazy, man. We're talking about day 87 of Groundhog Day. Never thought I'd talk about that movie as much as I had over the last 2 months. I mean, it was a terrible movie, but anyway. Yeah, I'm sitting here in the man room, and the last time we were here, we were playing cards and we were talking about how great the market was, and that you said, mark it on the calendar, boys. 6 months from now, the market's gonna crash. And it's funny enough, that date was May 23rd. You were about 6 weeks off. But hey, that's a hard prediction, but it's closer than expected. But anyway, thanks for sending the photos of you turkey hunting and the deer hunting this winter. Glad to see you still out enjoying the outdoors. Best medicine for anybody, and we all know so well. But I miss you. Hope you're doing well. And I just want to let you know that I am nowhere near as long as Kyle Clements in his videos. So anyway, good luck. Love you, man.
Hey, Chris. Trying to do this video, which is hard. I'm a much better writer than I am a speaker. But I wanted to say a few things so that you know how I feel about you. You've always been one of those people that I look forward to seeing, and I miss being around so much. I love that we met. I love that you've been part of my life. Whenever I would drop Gavin off or pick him up, I always factored in extra time so that I could speak with you and hang out with you for a while. And anyway, I don't have a specific memory other than all of those times just talking and learning about you. So you're such a kind, generous, empathetic man with a strong moral compass, a wonderful father and husband, a really great role model for people, and just a genuinely special person. And thank you for being part of my life to this point. And we miss you so much down here. You're one of the things I miss most about Durham. I don't really know what else to say except love you, and I really hope we get to see you soon. Bye.
Brother Smith. Hey man, it's Tim Smith here. Brother from a different mother. I've been thinking about you and your family a ton. I hope you know how much I love and appreciate you guys. One thing I have missed during all this crazy time is those big bear hugs from you. You know how to make somebody feel welcomed and loved, and we've shared a lot of good times and a lot of good games together, and you are present in my mind often. So be great. Be thinking about you, and let everybody there know we love them. Talk to you soon, buddy.
Hello, Christopher, my brother from another mother. I'm supposed to share my favorite memory with you, but there's just too many. I can't pick one. And I'm supposed to say why I love you. Well, that's easy. You're just so darn lovable. just a big old teddy bear. I'm so glad that I had you helping me with all the decisions we had to make while building the lodge for your dad. I wouldn't have wanted to do that without you. And I wouldn't have wanted to go to all those strategic planning meetings without you either. I'm so glad we had insurance to cover the damage to that chair. You know, the one you decided to take a flying leap into at River Dunes? You probably don't remember, but that's okay, we won't go there. Thanks so much, Bro, for loving me through the years, for helping me, and for entertaining me in so many ways. Love you lots, Bro.
What I love about Chris is no matter where we are, whether we're in a business meeting, a board meeting, he always makes me laugh. And he always comes up with something funny, whether we're just hanging out or working out, or he's always got humor, and he laughs at himself, and he's just fun to be around. He's got an infectious personality, and he brings humor to almost any situation. Another thing I love about Chris is that we love a lot of the same things, or have over the years. So we both, have loved the biking and the running and the swimming. And we both loved triathlons and competed and had fun doing that. And we both love boats, and we both have learned to love to snow ski and have fun doing that as well. And most importantly, we both love the Tar Heels, and of course we share that, and share all the sports and basketball and football and everything that goes along with bragging about being a Tar Heel. And as far as memories of Chris, my favorite memories are from Aspen ski trips, and we just had so much fun. We were, from skiing to cross-country skiing to eating at Matsuhisa to watching college basketball, shooting pool, laughing, cutting up, falling down, and all good times. And so great memories there. And I hope you're doing well there, Chris, over at Grimes Plantation down east. And I'm thinking about you a lot here, and my whole team, and all the guys from Clay to Matt Baker to Angus Patrick, Ryan, Clay, everybody, Jim and Seth, everybody's sending their best. So I hope you're doing all right, and I'm thinking about you all the time. So have a great day. Thanks.
What's up, Chris? As you can see, repping Grady White, catching these bad boys. Missing you, wishing you were out here, wishing I could see you. Hope to see you soon, and praying for you and thinking about you. Peace.
Hey Chris, I was just out here checking out the great views at North Creek, having a nice time, and now something's chasing me. I don't know what it is, and I'm getting a little scared, and I don't know where Bo is, but I just wanted to let you know how much I love you, how much you mean to me, and I hope this goes well. Bye!
Chris, all is good. I got her safe. Thanks for taking care of her for so many years. We love you. Take care. Blessings, my friend.
We love you. Chris, I just really wanted to say how much I love and appreciate you. It's been great getting to know you here as my time at Grady White. You have such a love for life, for laughter, and just having a good time with the crowd, and making sure everybody in the crowd is having a good time. You have been such a joy to me, and such a friend to me at the times of strategic planning meeting, and even in our monthly meetings here at Grady White. I love you, miss you, and wish you the best.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
I didn't really know what I wanted to wear for this, and I figured if I went with Kurt's hair, I'd have to shave it all off, which I obviously couldn't do. If I went with Charles's hair, I'd have to be kind of in the middle, so I decided to go with Andrew's hair, because it's sticking all over the place and I look like a clown. Anyway, we hope you're doing awesome. We want you to know we love you. You inspire us every day, and we can't wait to see you soon, man. All right? Love you,
Love
brother.
you guys. Miss you, Chris.
Peace.
Peace.
Oh, bloody hell. See you, man.
Hey, Chris. Teresa Gephardt here. I sure hate I miss seeing your smiling face on the last Zoom call for the Family Office Forum. I have so many good memories of our time together for all the many years, 10 plus years in the Family Office Forum group, but they mostly involved those wonderful sarcastic remarks you always made. I must say, you not being there for the last couple of meetings, they have not been as entertaining as when you were there. But on a serious note, I always was moved after those meetings when we shared so many personal things about ourselves. And in thinking back about you, here's this big, tough guy, hunter, fisherman, Carolina blue-blooded guy, but I was always so impressed by the proud father when you talked about your children. I was impressed with the obvious affection and love that you expressed for your wife, and I was always impressed with your admiration for your parents and the appreciation of them. So I'm wishing you peace and joy during these really tough times that we're living in. Chris, let your family spoil you, let them take care of you. That's what love is all about. And I really miss you, and I hope to see you soon by Zoom or even better in person. Take care, Chris. Thanks.
Hey, buddy. Just want to tell you my favorite memory of you has always been you, me, Joey, and David sitting around at a strategic planning meeting in our underwear, watching Whose Line Is It Anyway, and drinking Grand Marnier. And we've told that story over and over through the years, and really enjoyed it. And Chris, I just want to tell you I love you, and you just brought so much joy to my life. Anytime, I'm kind of a type A personality, have a hard time having fun, but when I've been around you, every time I always have fun somehow, some way. And I thank you for that. And I just want to tell you, buddy, I love you, and I got your back.
Hello, Chris. Wanted to say hi, and wanted to let you know what a privilege it is to call you a friend. I appreciate you and the others inviting me into the Carolina Family Office Forum. I've really enjoyed everybody. It's been a great way for me to get more acquainted with people across the state, so thank you for that. I also obviously was a bit of a newcomer at UNC when I first started spending more time there. And I remember it was probably 6 or 7 years ago that I first went to a lacrosse camp there. And I remember sitting in the Eddie Smith field house there. And I think, if I'm honest, I was a little mixed up about Dean and Eddie. And so I wasn't completely straight on who was who. But I think after a little bit of time, I finally sorted that out. But I appreciate your family's legacy at UNC and all that you've done there. Miss you at the meetings, at the Family Office Forum meetings, and miss your humor and miss everything about seeing you there. So it was really great to have you join the last call, the Zoom call that we did. I hope all is well, and I wish you the best. Thanks, Chris.
Hello, Chris Smith from the Coley family. Congratulations on having the field at UNC football named in your honor. On a personal note, we really appreciate your recommendation of the Hill Center for our twins. It has made quite a difference in all our lives, as they now are doing well at their respective schools. Hope to see you soon, and take care.
Schmitty, hey, way too many good memories to try to pick one, but I will tell you this, I will always cherish having you drive us around Grimesland and seeing the amazing restoration project that you undertook down there, and just an amazing project. Love the tour, love you, talk to you soon, man.
Chris, I remember so clearly when our paths crossed, when our little guys were actually little guys back at Montessori Community School. They have certainly grown up a lot since then. Both of them are bigger than we are now, and certainly don't need us to strap them into car seats or chase them across the playground like they did in those first days when we got to know each other. We spent a lot of time talking about our shared Eastern Carolina heritage. We spent a lot of time swapping fun stories about our dads, who are both larger than life, and all the fun times we had at UNC and with our shared boarding school experiences. That gave us a deep friendship, which ultimately led to a great working relationship too. Your vision in creating the Carolinas Family Office Forum was so important back in 2008. I am honored that you chose me to shepherd that group. You actually brought me in initially as a foil to keep the service providers out, but I quickly learned what an incredible group of people you had begun to assemble, and your deep spirit, warm heart, quick wit was the glue that has kept that group thriving and kept that group together since 2008. The legacy of that group and your legacy in creating it, I think, will continue for a long time. It will also continue to impact a lot of families in the Carolinas, business in ways that you or I will never know. I have watched you tackle this and fight this disease with charm, strength, humor, and just an enduring spirit that I am just grateful to have gotten to know and to watch. I'm looking forward to lots more laughs and fun times together, but I'm appreciative of this opportunity to tell you how much you mean to me. And the gratitude I have for our friendship. I love you, dear friend.
Hey Chris, just wanted to sign in here and tell you that we miss you and we're thinking about you, praying for you and the family. Hope you're in good spirits. Me and Don really miss your storytelling capability from all of our meetings. Whenever we got too far in the weeds with investments, you would come through with some story that would, grab the whole room, all of us. And it was just great to hear times. And, you always made us laugh and will continue to make us laugh. Some of my favorite memories of my early work years are from working with the family, working for you, with you, with Sam, Steph, Terry, and then going down to the farm in Grimesland. I'll never forget the first time I was there. You guys had me convinced that I was going to sleep in one of the barns outside as an initiation, or I don't know, maybe you guys are just trying to haze me a little bit, but I was convinced. You guys had toilet paper in there, and you had, a gallon of water, soap. I thought I was staying in there in, 90-degree humid weather. Always, never a dull moment. And, fishing at the farm, and we did some gun games, and that was a ton of fun. So I'm blessed to work for you and for the family, and miss and love you, Chris. Take care. Bye.
Hey Chris, it's Kevin Boudreau. Just want to check in with you and see how you were doing.
I just wanted to say thank you for our friendship. It means the world to me. And I think back 12 years ago when we first met, which just seems like it was the other day, but it also seems like I've known you forever. Back in 2008, I think God just wove you and Hunt and I together with a dream and a desire that we had, and with Cooper and Lee, really got to kick off a great forum that has meant a lot to everybody that's been involved, that's there now and has were at one time, and left the group stronger. But we certainly do miss you. We love Sam. Two different styles, of course, and two great men working together. And so I missed that time, but so thankful for the life change that we saw there. And I think about Scott going to France and Lee's work, that he's done so much with his curmudgeon style. And of course, the greatest miracle of all is the great work you're doing with Bob Hayes. I love watching you guys interact, and mainly you just beating up on him and him taking the punch. So great guy. Thank you for introducing him to me as well. You know, on a more personal level, I just want to, I recall the work we did with legacy work, your Grimesland legacy to my Rose Hill legacy, and the people that have helped us to do that together, and hopefully what we've done will live forever and ever, or at least as long as the money runs and can keep those businesses going. But that's pretty special. Think of our ping pong matches, shooting baskets at the Dean Smith Center, and speaking to the students at Chapel Hill. That was a real fun time. Not sure if they listened too much, but did we then either. And you know, and also just the roles that we've played in the various things we've done together. So when I got this request for a tribute, I wasn't really sure what to do or how to do that. So I thought about tribute, and where have I heard that before? So I thought about tribute bands and how tribute bands tend to mimic only the music of that group. They mimic songs, they mimic appearance, they mimic style, and mimic names. And so when it comes to mimicking the music that you have done and attributing that to you, no, I couldn't do that. Your life is too unique and special, too awesome in its own way, in what you've done and what you're still doing. So no, not that. Mimic appearance? No, I don't think I want to do that, and you probably don't either. You can take that whichever way you want. Mimic style? Heck yes, I would love to mimic your style. Your kindness, your caring, your fellowship, your encouragement, and your sense of humor is just beyond any other person, and it's just what makes the room brighter and better when you're in it. And definitely, I miss you when you're not there, and I love it when you are. And so thank you for your commitment and your caring. So thank you. Love you. We love you very much. I wish I could get one of those big Chris Smith hugs right now, but I can't. So whoever's there with you, can you give them a hug, and vice versa. And I can't wait to see you again. And I'm so glad that I had the honor to be able to just tell you how much I love you and how much the Lord loves you too. Take care, buddy.
Hey Chris, this is Lars Peterson from Meadowmont. I just want to say how much we missed you since you moved off of Pinehurst. I enjoyed having you around, even though we didn't get to hang out as much as I would have liked. I really enjoyed talking to you about my two favorite things, cycling and Carolina football. Still remember the time I was riding behind you in Carolina North when you shot a rock out from the back of your tire, pinged me in the head. Great memory. And also appreciated the fact that I could always walk down to your house and ask for something if I needed it to work on a bike or something. Enjoyed talking to you at parties. Really looking forward to this football season. So excited about the name change on the field. Congratulations, that's absolutely fantastic. Wishing you all the best, man.
Greetings, Mr. Smith, from a quiet 160 acres here at the end of VES Road. It is nice to have an opportunity to reach out, say hello, catch up just a little bit, and reflect on our relationship that has been now 10 years. I don't know where the time goes, but it certainly goes by in a hurry. I don't know if you remember, we met during a trustee meeting back here in Ainsley Auditorium along that back wall, and the conversation, I forget even who was standing there with us. We got to shake hands, and the conversation at the time was around a gift or some help or some guidance, I don't know, maybe on the investment side, that you had given the school. And your sort of take on it was, as I've seen in years since, listen guys, I'm just very fortunate to be in a position to help and happy to do so. And I have seen that sort of humility and that sort of sense of wanting to help, not only VES, certainly Chapel Hill, hospitals, my goodness, all over the place, ring true. And I think that's one of the things that has helped me along the way a number of times, and you're not even aware of it, and things that you've done or that I've seen you do, or guidance that you've given me personally has just been so helpful. I think about a lunch we had in Chapel Hill, been several years ago. I was working on the John Ganaway endowment, and it was really kind of funny. I was thinking that I approached it almost in third person with you at lunch. I said, I've got this guy that can be so helpful with this, but I don't know if he's interested in it, and I don't know what to do other than ask. And I did, and you grinned, and as it turns out, it wasn't something that you were particularly interested in, but your guidance that day was so helpful, and I so appreciated it, and I have lived by it since. Very successful project, and you were helpful even in that way then. I've just seen so many things over the years that have been helpful to others, and I think that speaks to you, and I think it speaks to your family, and the impact that you've had on those around you. This is one small opportunity to say thank you. I don't know, you can never say thank you enough. One of the things that I have noticed age does, for those of us with a few more years on us, it gives you great license to have that freedom to reach out to folks, to say thank you, to let them know you love them, to sort of have that gut, sincere emotion come out. All the pretense is gone. And it's easy to say and heartfelt that I love you. I so appreciate you. I appreciate knowing you. You've meant more to me than you could ever know. And I wish you nothing but the best. So take care, and I look forward to seeing you soon.
You gonna start?
No, you tell me to shut up. You go. Yo, bro.
What do you say, Chris? Good to, well, we don't see you, but you can see us, so that's something. Okay, Chris, we're here doing this video project.
Again.
Honestly, it would have been easier just to drive to see you. I mean, really, and a lot more fun. Hey, Chris, your favorite couple here.
Hey, Chris. God, she's being a pain in the ass again.
COVID love.
Yeah, COVID, all right.
Anyway, we're here just because we love you so much and want to send just our...
We love you. I love you, Chris. I want to be with you. It's COVID time.
Oh, we have pictures to prove that, by the way.
Chris, I love you, man. Really miss you. Miss a lot of the times we've spent together, a lot of the laughs, just being around you.
Well, we're thinking about you. We miss you. Sure wish we were all back at Primland again doing all those fun things we did at Primland, but I'm super grateful for the memories and just want you to know how much we are thinking about you and cheering for you. and just sending you all of our well wishes and big love. And I just want to leave you with just a blessing. The Lord bless you and keep you, make his face...
Just when you're doing the song, because I want to say I miss him and love him, and thanks for all the good times.
Okay, you go then.
Just want to say thanks, Chris, for all the good times. We've had so much fun together. Really enjoyed your company. Big personality. Certain things I wish I'd never seen, and I'm sure the rest of the people viewing this will feel the same way. Certain things you just cannot unsee.
I don't really have a problem.
And kick her ass.
You know I love you too, Ian. Anyway, we love you guys so much. Anything else?
How do they do it in the movies? Love you, baby.
You are super special to us. We're sending you lots of love, and just want to send you off with a little blessing, because it's Andrew wrote this. The Lord bless you and keep you, make his face to shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord turn his face toward you and give you peace. But these guys will say it a lot better in song, and so I hope this is your anthem and your encouragement as you go forward. Just remember, we are with you here. He is with you, and we love you.
The Lord bless you and keep you. Make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord turn his face toward you and give you peace. The Lord bless you and keep you. Make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord turn his face toward you and give you peace.
Called time after again, 4 huge gobblers rushed to the decoys, and at 18 yards, Nat Harris missed the largest gobbler seen to that point or afterwards on the Smith Farms with a 12 gauge. Remedy. 2 weeks later, we were scheduled for Missouri, and in typical style, I overdid it with the purchase of a 10-gauge special chokes and Nitro Express ammunition. The first morning following breakfast, I wished Chris good luck, and he did me as well. At noon, we returned for lunch. Missouri stops there hunting at lunchtime, and I still had my 2 shells, and Chris with bow and arrow had 2 turkeys. He was assisted by our country singer favorite, John Anderson. Here I shoot a cannon without success, Chris, and you with bow and arrow set a standard. All the love from the Harris family.
Hey Chris, I sure miss seeing you and having you participate in the meetings. Meetings just aren't the same without you now. I remember when things would get too serious, I could always count on you to tell a great story and lighten the mood. It was always just what we needed. And what about those Safe Harbor quarterly dinners? We would all laugh too hard to know that everyone in the restaurant was looking at us. It was always the same, retelling the paintball story or some story about Don, getting loud, and then all of the patrons looking at us. And some of the members of the group weren't even there for the paintball story. But we know it because it's been retold, and it was always told with great passion. So for good or bad, Chris, there's only a handful of people that I know that can bring me to tears from laughter, and you are one of them. Wishing you love and laughter every day. God bless, and I hope to see you soon.
Chris, this is Jerry calling, videoing, and Tina. So this, you may receive 2 videos from us, and we did ones with our technological expertise at home and spent about an hour. We wanted to do it out on the deck with all the flowers and tell you how much we love you. And Tina also added to that and saying that, and so I hope you get that one. And it was short, but my reading of our ability to get it delivered is such that I didn't want to take a chance that you wouldn't receive something and one from us. So I very, very, very much want to tell you how much we both love you and have for years, and it's just been so much fun thinking about you, as we always do. And Tina said in that she thinks about you every day and sends you her love, and I do also. And one thing, just a couple things, I know you've got a lot of these, I'll be quick. I'm now in my office and enjoy my Western paintings and other elements that I know you would enjoy and like, and also Eddie and all your kids. So, but a couple things. One is, it is a magnificent experience to know someone for so long and to, in a sense, watch you grow up, and trying to think back at the first time I had a chance to meet you and see you, and it probably was the age of your kids, your young kids now, and I keep thinking to visualize Blake. And but then admire you deeply for all of the things you've learned and grown and done, and your courage and brains and wisdom and creativity and fortitude and fun. And of course, everyone will note you have this extraordinary sense of humor and irony, and can think of things that are funny. And so, and it sort of epitomized one thing I was thinking about, in that several of the boards that we sit on together, and several things that I've often reflected on is the conversation can be going on discussing some topics or issues or some action to take, and I tend to find myself sitting there thinking, wow, I'm not sure that's a good one. I would think it would be better off to do something else. And usually sitting next to you, and then out of the corner of my eye, I notice you're twitching, and you end up making the observation and saying it and seeing identical things. And of course, I think that's brilliant, which actually it is, and usually on spot, and everybody reads that. So, but that is really fun, to know someone so well that you can, in a sense, have similar ways of thinking and figuring things out, and assumptions and backgrounds to see things that I think, in fact, are accurate and valid, and the competence and smart intelligence you've built and have. So the other thing I enjoy is your humor, because some serious kinds of conversations are going on in some place we've been or you've been, or in action and decision making we're involved in, but you have that wicked, wonderful sense of humor to see something that taps a funny event or experience or saying or take on the event, and so that's always been a joy. So another thing I've always loved is your ability to think, and just visualizing some things I've enjoyed so much has been so meaningful to me, and I hope to you, that when you're thinking through some complex topic, just once you get on a roll thinking and talking and being able to craft a design, you're basically sitting there building this great analysis and understanding and integrating many different components of a topic into really a lucid, clear, smart, strategic set of actions and solutions, and really developing your ideas as you talk and think. So that is such a gift, and all of the other gifts you give. And one thing, thinking back on your kids and all of the things you've done, and I've been privileged to be a part of, and I'm going. My life commitment is to continue on making everything that we talked about happen. And I'm going to try to do everything I can to make sure your kids are all incorporated, and Ann and your whole family and Eddie and crew also are on that. So in particular, I'm thinking of things at UNC. I'm going to devote the rest of all of my work in life, as you know, is devoted to leadership, and I'm going to keep on making it happen. And then I've got a team of people after me who are committed, as I mentioned to you, to carry on with Bill Sanford and others who are in their late 40s and have all these years in Great Carolina boosters. But our goal is to have every student at Carolina have some meaningful leadership experience. So you guys helped start that, you funded it, and I'm with you, of course, on that. And I'm going to do, that's going to happen the best I can. May not be immediately, but we're going to make that vision happen. And then also for your devotion to the building of the things you've done in terms of helping students in the School of Business, I'll do the same thing. So going to keep on doing that, make it happen, and I've got the team that will continue after I'm not able to. So, but those are really worthy goals that will reflect your wisdom, and I'm going to try to make sure there's ways, if it's appropriate and if your kids want to, they can be part of that and enjoy the products of your creation and of Eddie's and Joe's, and have the chance to also build their skills to lead and have a good life and contribute and have fun and enjoy the beauty of nature and all the things that you also enjoy. So, sorry I got a little long-winded just this once. So just conveying you to all of our love, and to Ann and the kids and Eddie and Joel. So keep on trucking, have a great time. Hope you're enjoying each day. I know you are, and savoring it, and we'll continue to savor your experiences with you as much as we can. So love you, and you guys all take care, and we send you our best. Signing off, Dr. Jerry Bell, known as Jerry and T. So see you later. Bye-bye.
Chris, hi buddy. Hope you're okay. Cheers. This is a heck of an idea. I was actually going to do one of these anyway, and when this came in from Ann, I said, yeah, I'll jump on board that. Now, I will say, they said they were hoping to keep this to a minute. The way I look at it, if a minute, if somebody only has a minute worth of stuff, and I don't roll that way. I don't like to tweet. I don't like to text. If I'm going to send you an email, I'll send you a freaking email with girth. And my video here for you is going to be of similar magnitude, in all probability. First thing you'll notice is I got a little friend here. It's you know, sometimes what some people would say, that's not really true. You'd be surprised that my phone's ring off the hook. Ladies just come everywhere, which of course is not true, but it sort of sounded good to say it. The truth is, I don't intend to shave this beard or cut my hair until I can share a glass of Chardonnay with Chris Smith. That's my thing here during the COVID-19 era that I wish to resolve prior to shaving this. And of course, a plane is going over right now, which, how rare is that? It says no planes anywhere going anywhere during this period of time, but there is a plane flying over during my video, so you just gotta roll with it, man. That's all I can really do. So the Paula just came in, so now she's distracted me. It's just, you just try to sit down, do a video for a friend. Everybody's just hassling me as planes. Anyway, as far as I will cut my hair and I will shave my beard once we can share a glass of Chardonnay. I was gonna have a glass of Chardonnay when I did this, but and of course it's not that I don't think that a man electing to drink Chardonnay is effeminate or anything like that. I'd never, ever think that. But I just thought I'd save it for when the two of us could be together. That'd be a better use of my Chardonnay time. And speaking of the beard and all that, I was reading. There's been a lot of guys doing things like this right now. They don't want to shave till they go back to work. Or I saw Ben Roethlisberger. He's such a tool. Ben Roethlisberger was only going to shave once he could throw the football again with his receivers. That's so lame. I still can't stand that guy. 2002. We're coming off 8-5. Thought, had Bunning, thought he was the guy. Started 0-3, losing to Texas, losing to Oklahoma. I was down there for the Texas game. That was Mac, by the way, first time we played him down there. Started 0-3, and then September 11th comes. And the next game's Florida State. Grayson was like, I don't think I've ever told you this. Grayson's first game. It's Florida State and Keenan. And we got a baby. He was in a car seat and everything. And I said, okay, we'll go for half, and if they're pounding us, we'll leave, And so Paul and Grayson now go. And I did say, look, it's a chance I'm not leaving. And as you know how the story ended, that was the best day I'd ever had at Keenan at that point. And we did turn that thing around, beat Clemson, beat Virginia, beat State, beat Auburn, all that same year. We got it going on, man. And the next game, the next year, we're playing Miami of Ohio and lose with 9 turnovers. 9. And their quarterback was this giant. And we were trying to tackle him. It was like we were middle school kids trying to tackle Lawrence Taylor. We couldn't get him down. Like, who is that guy? Who is that guy? It was Ben Roethlisberger. Yeah, and it seems like, Carolina's been so close in football so many times, and you know the list, of course, and choo-choo, and the curse of the tick. What kind of football program has a curse of a tick? The block punt in 81. Just land on the thing, man. You land on it, it's a touchdown, you win the game. Clemson doesn't win the national title. You can't land on it, it's a safety, they beat you. The audible, Charlottesville. Mac leaving, of course. LSU game, Atlanta. Oh man, I got all my friends. We're going to Atlanta. Talked to the Tar Heel people there. Hey, got us great seats, Clint and all that. Hey, yeah, thanks for coming. Woo, can't wait. Marvin Austin decides then it's a good time to send a tweet. That's just not a good decision. We've been so close so many times. And the thing about it is, with the athletic program like we have, and you know that better than anybody, you just kept feeling like there was just something we weren't quite doing right. Just something, the smallest, most subtle thing that if we just would do that, it would turn everything around. And I gotta tell you, I think we've done that now. This thing your family's done, I've tried to send this to you a couple of times. I just haven't been able to come up with the right words, and I doubt I will now either, but I'm going to try. That's so incredible. And I can't wait. I know it's going to be it's a proud thing for you, I'm sure it is, but it's going to be something that every time I'm there from here on out, that's going to put the biggest smile on my face. And I look forward to that. So check this out. So here's future headline. The underdog, Clemson Tigers, led by Dabo Swinney. I said Swinney, it's not right. Sweeney. Head to Chapel Hill to go to Chris Smith Field at Kenan Stadium and take on the #1 ranked North Carolina Tar Heels. I know I just stumbled on it right there, but it really does just sort of roll off the tongue. I think it's going to sound good. That's a future headline. I can't wait. I think we finally got the thing right. So clearly I was just having a moment there as I couldn't quite think of what I wanted to say next. But the miss talking with you, man. Miss communicating with you. You're a really good friend. And I hope that there's something that I can do to help out right now. That there's somehow you'll let me know. I will tell you, I have been playing a lot of golf lately. And, of course, as you know, I can hit it wherever I want to at any time. And on 16, I would normally play that 300-yard control power fade that I have, and we're hitting right in the middle. But lately, I've intentionally been hitting in your yard just to see if there was anything going on that I could help out with. But I haven't seen you over there. But I'll continue to do that, I'm sure, for the rest of this golf season. So just let me know if you see me out there, looking around or something like that. Don't tell anybody if I kick my ball back. But I'm actually over there just to check in on you. So I'll continue to do that. And, also, look here. Check this out. Oh. Look. How's that look? Yeah. So, sorry, I just had to do that because I'm sort of feeling silly here now. This 3 sips of Mick Ultra's going to my head. Yes, love this shirt, my boy. Okay, last thing, man. Look, dude, I'm telling you, I'm not kidding around here about these deer. I guess it's the water. I don't know. And man, look, there's 3 or 4 of them all the time, and I can catch one of them. Okay, but there's still 3 more. So that's only so productive. And I just rather you just show up. Okay, with your chair out there, bring your power. Now let's just take these things out. Let's just take them out. I'll provide Chardonnay. You kill the deer, and then we'll have like a venison type party of sorts with all the Chardonnay you want. I hope this wasn't too long, man, and I hope there was at least something in here that made you laugh, because that's the only thing I was trying to do. I hope I can see you before too long, buddy. Take care of yourself. Love you.
Hey Chris, I got a photo bomber over here. So love you, miss you. My favorite memory with you has probably got to be our times at the lake, I guess, as a family. Those times that I would get on the tube and you would make it your mission that, you know, I not make it. But I did every time. Came out alive. Not sure how. But I did. Thank you. Oh, you have always been our go-to person to find all the things we lost at the bottom of the lake. So thank you for that, especially Matt's watch a couple years ago. Wow, can't believe you found that one. You've just gone, you have always gone above and beyond to make sure everybody else is having a good time, make sure everybody's happy. Why I love you. I love you because you love my sister. You make her happy. I love you because you're funny. You don't have a serious bone in your body, and I love that. I love you because you have a very giving heart. You've been blessed with lots of things, and you love to share that blessing with other people. Okay, I think I'm done, but I love you. Miss you so much. Bye.
Hey, brother. I just can't express the words that we have for you, for the love that me and my family have for you. I can't express in words how much that I miss you, because I haven't seen you in a while. And we love you so much. This was hard for me because I'm not much on this. I'm sorry. Just bear with me. But the things I love about you just like everything that you do for us, and we're so blessed because there's things that because of you and your family for us we wouldn't have been able to done, like the Bahamas and Homestead and just stuff like that. And I know we don't tell you enough, but I just hope that you know that we're appreciative for all that, and I thank you for that. Thank you for Grimesland, for the hunting, for the boys, because they love that, and I haven't been able to do that as much. And I just thank you that you allow us to do that. Thank you so much, and we love you. Just love you for the guy that you are, for the love that you have for your family and for other people, and sharing your stuff with other people when you don't have to. And we just, again, thank you for that, Lord. We love you so much. And the things I love about you is just the sports person that you are, liking sports and skiing. Some of my favorite times is watching you slalom behind the boat. Man, it was just so cool. I had never seen nobody ski like that. On my book, you're the best I've ever seen. And one reason why I really love you is because you pick on Lee so much. But we love you. I just hope that you know that it's a special kind of love. We miss you, and we hope we can see you soon. Love you, brother.
Hey, Uncle Chris. Just wanted to say I love you. I miss you. And if I could take off work or do whatever I can, I've really wanted to see my family and you guys. Talk to Blake some. Just really wanting to get together. And one memory that I have is most definitely going to be you taking us to the Bahamas and everything. You and Mr. Eddie paying for that, and that was just the biggest blessing of all. And I just really thankful for that. I haven't really told you that yet, but I just want to say I'm very blessed and thank you a lot for that. Fun times, man. The lake, good gracious, throwing us off the tube and everything. It's a good time. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I love you, and you are the GOAT.
Hi, cousin.
Hey, Chris, love you, man. So thankful for being around you with so many precious memories, too many to count. But nothing is more precious than the 5 kids and the family that's around you right now and just the joy we've all had together and will continue to have. I'm so thankful for all that. Parker?
Thanks for giving us a really big family. We're grateful for a lot of noise and chaos and joy over the years. The thing I love most is the chance to have you as my brother. I appreciate that my parents attempted to give me a sibling, and I love my sister very much, but the Lord knew we really needed you in our life, and I'm thankful that your mom and dad gave Lanier and I the chance to grow up with a brother figure in our life, because we really needed you to balance out the crazy over here. And I want to thank you for years and years of being so there for me and so present in navigating the complexities of our crazy family. I kind of can't believe that he married into it, and somehow Lanier convinced someone else to marry into it too. Thank you for late night conversations, for spontaneous phone calls, for meeting me for lunch and dinner and everything in between when I was in grad school to help me navigate some hard things in life. You've always encouraged me to be true to myself, to chase after what God has for us, and I'm thankful for just everything you've been. And thank you for truly being that brother figure. We love you. We are grateful for all of the fun memories and many more to come. We're cheersing you from Wilmington.
Cheers, brother.
Love you. Oh, my whole life I wanted a brother, and how crazy is it that now I've gotten to live in the same town as my cousin and get the brother I always wanted. Moving to Chapel Hill has been one of the greatest decisions I've ever made in my life. Sorry if you were a good decision too, but it was a great decision because it meant I got to do life with you and your beautiful wife, who has become one of my best friends, and your incredible children. Chris, we love you so much. I think back to a couple summers ago when we were having one of those good family late night chats, and you said to me, I wonder what my legacy will be. And I hope that you see your legacy in this video. I hope that you see that your legacy, it lives now. It lives today in this moment, and it's gonna go on for so many years. Your legacy is the people who have been loved by you. And I am part of that legacy, and I'm honored by it. I have been loved by you for 42 years, and it has impacted me greatly. Your love, your generosity, it has not just impacted me, but now it's impacting my family and my children, who don't know that you're their cousin because they call you Uncle Chris, but it's even better. So to the big brother I always wanted, and to the uncle that my kids adore, to my cousin, I love you with all my heart.
I love you too, Chris. I'm just so thankful for the many amazing experiences you've given our family, just hanging out with you by the pool, in Bath, the farm, wherever it may be, and allowing me to hunt with you, go duck hunting that one time. I'm pretty sure, even though we maybe both shot at the same bird, that I was the one that got it. But I just think about the countless experiences that you've given other people that have really just made a difference in their life. And so I just thank you for that, because you'll never know the impact that you've had on others. And so this video is trying to do it, but there are countless people in this world that have been touched by you, that have laughed with you and at you, but mostly with you. We're just so grateful for you and for the mark that you've had on our life and will continue to have on our life. We love you, Chris.
We love you so much.
Nobody upstairs, gonna stop the shouting.
Dad. We are here on the shores of Pirate Beach with the beautiful Bath Creek as our backdrop, and we just wanted to talk about some of our favorite memories with you. Mine are pretty much all here. Summers at Bath Creek, you guys growing up taking us on picnics here to Pirate Beach and taking us out skiing every day. You had just as much enthusiasm for all the water sports as we did it as a kid and always made so much time for us, and I'll never forget that. We're so happy to be back here with you, spending time together this summer, and I love you so much.
Yeah, it's awesome being here with you guys again this summer. Some of my favorite memories are going hunting, duck hunting with you, hunting at the farm, coming down to Bath and taking the boat out, you showing me how to water ski and how to tube, and just love being down here again this summer with you. Love you, man.
Love you so much, Dad.
Hi, Dad. We are somewhere in the middle of Alabama, driving to the East Coast to see you very soon. Just thinking about how car rides always make me think of you. We thought about stopping to get some Cheeto Puffs and grape soda, but didn't want to make a non-essential stop. Unfortunately, we don't have any Grady White plastic cups with grape juice in them either, though that would be nice right now. Another thing that always makes me think of you and car rides. Anyway, love you so much and can't wait to see you so soon. And Miller says hi.
Hey Dad, so one of my favorite moments of us together is probably last summer when we were supposed to be packing up for the lake, to go to Lake Gaston, and we had to come down to Bath and get the boat and get all that ready. And the night before we had to leave, you and I went out wakeboarding, and it was supposed to rain, but we thought we would try to go anyway. And it even did rain while we were going, but we ended up just staying out there for like 2 to 3 hours, and we just had, me personally, I had a really, really good time. It was just really nice to spend time with you, and we were trying to get me to land some sort of trick, and I mean, we spent forever on it, and when we finally did it, or when I finally landed it, I mean, the excitement on your face was just as much as the excitement on mine, so that's something I very vividly remember and think about a lot. So that was just a really, really good time, and I'm very thankful for that. And one thing I love about you is your people skills and your ability to make people laugh and just have a good time with anybody and just talk to anybody, and I really admire that about you and would like to replicate that in my life. So thank you very much, and I love you. Thank you for being my dad.
What's up, Dad? I can't take myself seriously. First of all, I love you. Second of all, my favorite memory of us is probably just like any time we're making funny faces at each other or just like going like this. You'll understand, because we're never serious people and we never will be. You've always taught me that to dance like no one's watching, even if everyone is. Thank you for that. Love you.
Hey, sweetie. I hope you're enjoying the tribute. I think it's a great way for people to tell you how much they love you and how much you've meant to them throughout the years, since they can't come and tell you in person. I thank Annie and Cooper for putting this together. We really appreciate it. I too wanted to share some things that I love about you, and I know that there are more than this, but I wanted to just share a few. And one of the things that comes to mind for me, first and foremost, is your sense of humor. I appreciate it, and we've laughed a lot throughout the years, and I know that we're going to continue to laugh a lot for years to come. Thank you for getting my weird sense of humor all those many times. I love your patient love of the children and me. It truly has been a blessing to be loved by you all these years. I love the way that you have taught the children how to be good humans. A lot of kids don't get that these days, and it's been wonderful to see you teach them how to be a good person. I love the way that you make me feel like I'm the most beautiful person in the world. Most of the time I don't feel that way, and you continue to tell me that I am, and you make me feel that way, so thank you. I love the fact that you're the cool dad, that all the kids want to hang out with you, that they want to forge friendships with you, that the children have been able to see that you can be friends with younger generation, older generation, and that has been wonderful to watch. So thank you. I love that you have the most friends of any human that I know. I love the fact that you're able to continue to connect with people from high school, junior high, grade school. That you have such a connection with these people that keeps them coming back to you time after time. And it's been a blessing for all of us to see all the friendships that you have created over many years. I love that you have seen me at my worst and you still think I'm the best. I love that you're the one that I still want to tell everything to, the good, the bad, and the ugly. I love and appreciate that you forgave me when I didn't deserve to be forgiven. And most importantly, I need you to know that if given the chance today, I would still choose you. I can't tell you how much I love you and how grateful I am for you. And I'm so very glad that you chose me all those years ago. And I have loved spending my life with you and will love and continue to love spending the rest of my life with you. I love you. W2. Thanks, babe.